when they see me, they gon' dodge like a charger. Yeah, felines running from the Hellcat. I'm a hustler, I can sell that. Came with a fuss, yeah, the boy from the north. When the deal went south, I just fell back. If it ain't work, I'ma find something better. Girls get wetter in the GIA sweater. Drink in my hand and I'm down for whatever. Damn, he cute, he fine, he clever. Yeah, no lie. How I make it look like I don't try. I've been doing this for my whole life. Now I gotta cop it like it's no price. Yeah, one time for the one time. Aye, one time ain't never enough. Yeah, you tryna settle the score, but they ain't no settling with us. Man, tell me how you did it. I know I make it look easy. Need a million now, no kidding. I know I make it look easy. Back on my job, right back to business. I know I make it look easy. I gotta do it, you never did it. I know I make it look easy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 4th edition of the RSC X Panthera monthly tournament. It's going to be an exciting evening. A new victorious team, or will it be a new over an old face to take the crown? I am Vino in the casting booth, joined by a Merit. Welcome, buddy.
Yep, it's a great evening for us and rocking some of the best talent that the EU bubble scene has to offer, going face to face to try and take a slice of that €200 grand prize.
Indeed, the prize pool will be split for the first and second place out of everyone here, as you see in the brackets. Of course, $150 to the winner and $50 to the one who came out short. This is the current bracket as you all see, and so far it's looking pretty good.
Yep, and the series we'll be taking to start off the evening is the Sniffers taking on Oh Yeah Gaming. You know, teams, you might not have heard the names, but you'll definitely know some of the players in those rosters. So Vino, why don't you take us for the rosters for both teams?
Well then, we will be having on the side of the Sniffers, we have Youngster, Nico, and Inferno with Ollie as well, 4-man roster there. I'm not sure who will be playing, but I am very sure who will be playing on Oya Gaming. It is going to be Berserk, Hodge, and the Snake. Formerly, the Snake and Ollie was teaming under Sentient, but they have split their ways now and gone their paths. So it's going to be an interesting little rivalry in this game of best of 3.
Yep, certainly. And only, that one game breathing room before you're up against the wall on match point. So you really need to take control in that game 1. Make sure you get the win to give yourself the best opportunity. But I'm not sure we have much longer to wait, as all the players are in the lobby and awaiting the go-ahead. So why not get into the action, Vino?
Indeed, let's join and send them off to the arena. The first game of this evening, it is going to be the Sniffers up against Oya Gaming. A fight for it all in a best of 3 series. No mistakes. Oh, and currently we have one player we're waiting for. He's back though, Berserk. We were waiting for them, but they are back now. It is the first game of the series. Maris, take us away.
Yep, and it's a good kickoff for Oh Yeah Gaming. Berserk taken to the skies early on, but the flip reset not quite working, and now Nico met early by the snake, but challenge doesn't quite come through yet. Good passing plays. Anyone in field, Youngstar with a shot. Hodge making a good save, and the Sniffers. I've known, you know, some of their players before. I've watched them play before. I've had the privilege of doing that, and I know how good they can be. Hodge nearly making a big mistake on the line to allow Youngstar to get the first goal, and it's definitely the Sniffers taking the early advantage so far.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming out from the Sniffers. The ball is just in their control. They're looking for passing plays. They're going for shots, and they see the opportunities coming out as well, but they just can't sneak by the defense as of yet. That was yet another opening, but just caught out short. This time around, it is Oh Yeah Gaming with the possession. Ollie trying to get a flip preset, but Hodge just getting to the ball before him. As Youngster does get another touch, looking for another one over Hodge, but couldn't get it past Ollie. Small touch, but does do the job of clearing it off to the side. But again, the ball is just back and forth. The snake looking to pass it to the middle, but that might be an open net. But Hodge finally does put it into the corner. Another shot, but this time around it is good enough for Ollie to slot it in.
Yep, and the Sniffers draw first blood. You have to say it was coming. Oh Yeah Gaming doing all they could in defense, but only took about 90 seconds for the walls to tear apart and the Sniffers to break through, and it's a very good start for them indeed. But Oh Yeah Gaming, they still have time to draw things back, but Youngstar immediately trying to apply the pressure, taking to the ceiling, finding Olsen in the midfield. Berserk getting it away. Good read from Nico, and you can really see just how fast the pace of the game is. There's a challenge for everything. Wherever the ball goes, the players will fall, and Berserk hitting the crossbar. Rebound can't find his way on target, and Hodge met by Alls, and very good show of defense from the Sniffers, but the snake trying not to end the attack there. Alls getting away only as far as Hodge, but the attack will fizzle out for now. It's just going to roll across the midfield. That snake will take it away. Alls into the midfield. Nico just faster. Youngstar going for the redirect. He gets the second touch, not the third. The shot comes through, and Hodge, you will make the stop.
A bump attempt as well after realizing the double touch was not gonna go through. Youngstar just tried to eliminate the defense of Oh Yeah Gaming, and it just didn't work. He was too far away. Now it's just back and forth. The ball again in this time going into the orange half instead, was really close to the net. Berserk does get a demo. The snake with a flip reset as well. Berserk can't finish that one off as Nico forced to try to get a clear. Getting a demo on Hodge on the way as well, looking for a second one. Youngstar with a flip reset, that's good enough, but Hodge is there with a save, putting it away for Oh Yeah Gaming, and so far it is only one goal that is separating the two teams.
I don't know how that was kept out. It's just a case of good shot, better save, and the snake, Youngstar, you'll feel quite unfortunate he didn't get the goal, but he will get one eventually off of the pass from Nico. And the Sniffers with a bit more of an upper hand in this one with just under 2 minutes to go.
Great pass from Nico, an infield pass, seeing Youngstar in very, very ready for a shot on the target. And he does do his job. It's 2-0 now for the Sniffers as the snake now with possession. Does get it out. Get it set them on Youngstar as well. A double touch opportunity for Berserk off the corner, but couldn't really do so. A shot by Berserk this time around. Ollie does get a save. Youngstar does get over one, can't get the double. Olls does put it into the middle. Nico taking his time, looking for a flip reset. He does get it, and he will just roll in the net. 3-0 for the Sniffers.
And in what world is this possible? Look at the angle Nico gets and still finds its way into the back of the net. And I'm going to say that has just secured the game for the Sniffers. A 3-goal deficit, just over a minute to overturn it for Oh Yeah Gaming. But I don't see it possible, especially with Alls putting pressure on like this and grabbing the fourth. What on earth?
In the first half of the game, it looked very tight and deep, but it's now looking to be walked away by the Sniffers. Shot after shot going in the favor of the Sniffers. Ollie, one more goal before he claims the hat-trick for himself. As he's looking to do so, the ball just in their own half. A miss by Ollie might cost them very much, and it does do so. The Snake finally finds the back of the net for Oya Gaming.
And I believe that's 3 goals in 14 seconds. This game is just, you know, the floodgates have opened and now the goals won't stop coming. And finally, one will go to Oya Gaming in from the Snake rather. And maybe they still have time to mount a comeback, just over a minute to put 3 goals on the Sniffers net. But look at them, they're still coming in the speed at such frightening pace, but always can't find the final shot. Neither can Nico. And now, this is a chance for Oya Gaming to get some offense, but Youngstar gets in the way of those plans. And now they just have to play it out of their own half, because otherwise they'll just find it tough to even get out. But it's just giving the Sniffers more and more of the ball, and more of the clock will tick down. But Berserk intercepting that one straight at Alls though. It's not the shots that you want to be taking with this little time to get a comeback. That is the shot you want to be taking, and Dust Snake gets one back.
A little biased there, seeing the brother just getting a nasty angle. The Snake with 108 from the corner does give life for Oya Gaming. 31 seconds left on the clock. It's not over yet.
Yep, signs of life for Oya Gaming, but you know, the Sniffers, they're not going to be tough to take down to even get one more goal out of them. Look at the pressure. Alls is putting up 577 points from him. A massive game 1 performance, but the job isn't done yet. Still one more breath from Oya Gaming, but it's gonna be taken away by Youngstar. And make sure the clock will tick down to 0, and your game 1 victors are the Sniffers.
But the ball hasn't dropped yet. Berserk looking for a second one. Nico denies it. The Sniffers keeps it 4-2 instead of letting it go into a 4-3. Sniffers takes the first game of the series and are over to match point. After all, it is only a best of 3, so you don't have a lot of time to think and talk. But what have we learned from this first game, Merits?
I think you've learned that you just can't let the Sniffers get anything, because their mechanics, they'll just overwhelm you. Then it'll lead to goals like we saw there. Nico, I have to mention that flip reset at least one more time because it was just sensational.
Indeed, it was just insane. The angle and how the ball just rolled in afterwards as well. There's nothing much the defense could have done to prevent that either. There was one in the backboard, there was 1 or 2 in the back post, but it's just done, you know, giving the Sniffers a bit too much time to play with, and the team realizes it and just moves on with the day, tries to go for a play, and it ends up working out for them. There were, you know, close calls very early in this game as well. We've seen signs of life from Oya Gaming showing good defense, good saves, but then it just kind of fell apart. But it's over to game number 2 now, ladies and gentlemen, in Forbidden Temple.
Yep, and a chance for Oya Gaming to get a clean sweep. And it works in their favour. Berserk opening the scoring after just 5 seconds. Absolute goals galore so far in this one, and it was perfectly played there by the Snake, getting the perfect 50 into the middle for the open net conversion.
Indeed, and they are the ones to strike first this time around. We're literally not than 10 seconds into the game. Ollie had an opportunity as well, but just skyrockets the ball as Hodge now looking for a clear. The Snake awkwardly just snuck it by Ollie as Youngstar to do something. That's a double commit on the corner. Nico with a weak shot, but still can't get it by Hodge. Another shot by Ollie, but again it's just too strong of a defense by the orange side. Double demo there as Youngstar does get a clear. Ollie very high up for it, tries to drop it down. That's an open net. It's very dangerous. Youngstar gets back in time to cut it short though. The Snake looked for a pass, but Ollie forced it onto their own backboard. That's an awkward touch by Berserk. But again, the ball's just going back and forth in terms of possession. So far, more demos coming out, and that's an open net for Hodge. Will it just roll in? Youngster can't make it in time. It will just bounce in. Hodge grabs the second one for Ouya Gaming.
Yep, and Ouya Gaming starting to unravel the Sniffers here, just finding their weakness, and that clearly is those second and third man demos, just leaving the whole field open, and someone as good as Hodge isn't going to miss that shot. So now it is 2-0 in favour of Ouya Gaming, and they win the kickoff as well, and the good pass coming through, but Nico will be able to get the clear for now. The Snake trying to push the attack forward, but isn't able to do so, but followed up by Hodge, sent into the middle. Youngstar will take those any day of the week, and Owls open net. The Snake getting back to it, and just as well, that really could have been the start of a comeback for the Sniffers. But now Ouya Gaming trying to mount something here. Now Youngstar for the Sniffers in the air, but he does lose track of the ball, and the attack goes astray.
Yeah, and so far the Sniffers just trying everything that they can come up with, just, you know, piling up more pressure, playing a bit quicker, being more close to each other, and that's just been leading to shots on net. And as I speak, that's a third one coming out from Berserk, just because the Sniffers were playing too close to each other.
Yep, Owls caught napping Youngstar. He tried to, you know, give the ball to him, and Berserk just came through and took it well and truly away from him. And now they're 3 goals to the good in only 2 minutes. Got to think it's only up from here for Ouya Gaming, but don't rule out the Sniffers yet. We know how many goals they're capable of scoring of. Exhibit A, game number 1, they put up 4 goals. And now Ouya Gaming have only scored 3, so it is still technically possible. But the defence of Ouya Gaming is seeming to have massively upgraded since game number 1, and now they're a much more formidable force.
Yeah, straight off the bat, I mean, they did just first kickoff of this game, scored straight off it, and showed a lot of, you know, signs of life that they haven't given up yet. They've learned from their mistakes from the game 1, and it's just error, you know, trial and error for this team, just looking what they can do against the Sniffers at this moment. And currently they've found their answer, just piling up the pressure, not leaving any space for them to work with. A bit more demos as well we've been seeing throughout this game, and just disruptions throughout defense, offense, and just letting them basically play out themselves as well. Let them to be annoyed, allow them to push up a bit further up, and just try something out. But as I speak, Ollie does sneak one under into the defense.
Yeah, but a little bit of an unfortunate mishap. I think Hodge just mistiming his jump and allowing Owls straight into their net to pull one back for the Sniffers. And now a little bit of a lifeline, a chance at resuscitation into this game. Will they be able to take full control of it is only up to them. Here's Owls beating one superbly, but can't get past the second. Youngstar does the job for him though, and now Nico, time and space in the air. We know what he can do. He's so dangerous in these positions. Perfect control. Can't guide it on target. Youngstar into the middle. Always his fastest, but can't guide the hit. That's another missed opportunity for the Sniffers, but here they come again. Good passing field. Cut out by the Snake, and you can really tell the Sniffers are starting to get back to their old ways offensively, but the defense, I was going to say much improved, but backflip will undo all that hard work, and now the Sniffers earn 1.
Indeed, 1 goal differential now between the two teams. The Snake thought Hodge would be able to get the save, but did not take into consideration that he would backflip at the end there as well. Very unfortunate, but still 1 minute left, and that's a lot of time to work with for Sniffers. The Sniffers has a lot of time to play with, and at the same time has shown signs of life to fight back against a strong looking Ouya Gaming in this second game of the series, as Ollie tried to drop one down as Hodge this time around. Can't get it by Youngstar, but puts it to the side. The Snake forced one high. This time around, Owls try to get it by Hodge. Youngstar does do the job for him. Nico with the follow-up gets them into the process. Owls is there with an open net, and it's all tied up. in the second game.
Well, fair play to the Sniffers. They've worked so hard to get back to and even footing that goal. Just superb. The passing play between Youngstar, Nico and Owls finished by the latter man, Owls, to tie things up with just 29 seconds to go. Will they hang on? Will they add one more? Or will they let this comeback slip?
It is the Snake now on the offense. Got one above one, but that was a very good bump as well on the Snake. The ball still in the blue half, but now the transition, will it work? Hodge can't get a good block as Youngstar tries to put it into the middle. Alls keeps it alive into the backboard. Berserk over one. Youngstar keeps it alive, tries to pass it over to Alls with that drop down. Will it go in? No, the Snake with the save, and we see overtime.
Oh yeah, Gaming so lucky to hang on and still be in this game. This series could have been dead and dusted, but it looks like Youngstar trying to end it. Berserk, absolutely heroic defense. We've seen it so much from this game, and the bump, but Nico luckily is back for the Sniffers to keep this game going. Now Owls done so much this game, grabbing 2 goals to help mount this comeback. Now he's going to do all he can to help complete it. Nico dispossessing one. Owls trying to put back on target, just a little bit too high. Now the Sniffers really asserting themselves on this overtime.
Berserk, sorry, as they get a clear. Snake also got a demo in the process. Try to drop it down to someone else is there, cuts it short. Hodge couldn't find a touch, but the Snake did. Berserk with a small touch forces it into the corner. Another brilliant block this time around to the middle. Oz misses, and Hodge nearly found the back of the net. Youngstar prevents it from going further. Another shot a bit too high this time around. Hodge turns around, tries to force it into the middle. Oz does get another touch, but Berserk was ready for it. Nico with a clear to the middle. That's dangerous. Youngstar had to make a save again. And it's just looking very, very in favor of Oh Yeah Gaming. Another drop down by Berserk, but the Snake could not do anything with it. This time around, Hodge couldn't do much either. Shots are good, but the defense is better. It's a matter of time before that defense will break.
I am just in absolute disbelief at how well the Sniffers are playing and just how Oh Yeah Gaming are hanging on for as long as they have. Berserk on the defense, absolutely unreal. Kept them in this game countless times, and another interception starting the counter-attack to Snake. Can't get it past Owls, his former teammate, like you said in the intro. But the offense still with Oh Yeah Gaming, but it will find its way to Youngstar. It gets bumps out of the way just as quickly as the offense gets underway. Now, bit of a stalemate starting to creep through, just a little bit back and forth. That's usually to be expected of such a long overtime. Hodge trying to end it, blocked by Owls. Cleared away well. Berserk trying to put it back in, and it's a good 50, but no one really there to follow up. The Sniffers will finally get it cleared.
Hodge not falling for the fake challenge by Owls this time around. Did force it to the corner for a brief moment as Nico forces it back, tries to transition, but no one to follow it up. Berserk this time around into the middle. Hodge is up. Youngstar was quicker. The Snake now with a lot of space tries to play around it. Got it over Nico. Tries to get it by Alls as well. He does do so. That's rolling and dropping down to the middle. Berserk with a shot a bit too high. Now Hodge does get a bit of playtime, but gets removed out of the field by Nico. Berserk turns around, forces it into the corner. Again, Youngstar tried for the transition. 3 minutes has gone in this overtime. The ball still in the blue off. Berserk tries to get a block, couldn't do so. Nico's up in the air. Both Snake and Nico misses. Hodge, good 50, does the job. It's the Snake with an air dribble, looking for a bomb, can't find one either. The ball, again, this time around in the orange corner. Couldn't get past the defense again. Ollie, this time, couldn't find a bomb either. That's a long shot, a long clear. Nearly found the back of the net, but so keeping it pinned down to the middle, but no one's there to follow it up. A great pinch between the two blue players keeps it away.
And you can feel this game, the tension is rising to a crescendo, and it'll only take a moment of magic to separate the two teams for now. 4 minutes gone in this overtime, nearly 2 full games of Rocket League in the one. Another big pass in. Youngstar trying to finish it onto the backboard. The Snake up uncontested, finding Berserk. Not on target, but still smothered by Alls. The snake open shot, cleared by Nico and Hodge. Can't get it on target now. Here they come, Berserk getting a 50 back out in to the open midfield. The snake going up. Is anyone contesting? Alls very, very late clearance to keep it away. Infield pass. Can't find the net. And now it's like there's a magnet in the corners just dragging the ball away from the net towards it.
Snake high up again. Alls was just waiting patiently, but just got caught short by the snake again. The ball in their favor is the possession for Oh Yeah Gaming. Nico gets a touch off to the corner. Youngster tried his best. The snake this time around, another 50, couldn't get by Nico. This time around, Hodge was the one who forced it through. Nico couldn't get it by Hodge. Another touch into the middle. Is someone there? No! Another touch this time around. Only with the clear. Youngstar with a shot a bit too high. The snake will still contest it as Ollie was a threat towards the defense. A double commit in the corner, but Berserk now buys some time for the rotation to happen as Hodge tries to transition. Can't get it out of the corner. Berserk now a demo as well by Hodge on Nico. Snake 50 on Youngstar, 50 on Nico, but couldn't get by the last man as Hodge now tries to force it up. Berserk with a shot to the corner, looking for a pass to the middle, but Alls was there, caught short. Hodge another 50. The ball just going back and forth. Youngstar, will that be it? No, Berserk saves it away. And again, it's just in the favor of the Sniffers. The snake with a good clear. Berserk with a shot. The save from Nico. Youngstar up into the ceiling.
I am just in awe right now. 6 minutes, still no goal. When all is said and done, this game should be hung up in an gallery rather. Every single moment of this game has been just absolutely incredible. From the 3-goal comeback to this insane overtime, still ongoing, dropped over the middle from Alls. By Berserk, and it jumps over Youngstar, but Alls will be able to clear it for now. The snake a little bit wide. Youngstar straight into Hodge. Nico just getting the stop and his third save to keep them in this game number 2. And now, Oh Yeah Gaming trying to find one final push to get them over the line, over the goal line rather, to win this game. But it's nothing is working for either side right now. Infield pass to Youngstar. Berserk cutting it out for now. Nico, one last pass. Youngstar makes contact with it. Alls what? That save is just absolutely unreal from Hodge, and that man is one of the main reasons why this game is still ongoing.
Hodge just made so many clutch saves during this whole series. In the first game, we've seen so many beautiful saves in the first half of the game. Good demo by Berserk, but that's a team bomb. That's an opening, only with a shot. But the snake got back in time to save from danger. But that is finally a good enough shot by Nico. And it's going to be a sweep for the Sniffers.
And I did say I'll take a moment of magic to end this, and that's exactly what came from Nico to end this series in favour of the Sniffers. Started off so well, this game number 2 for Oh Yeah Gaming, but it was not to be, as your series winners and advancing to the quarterfinals are the Sniffers.
What an intense series we've had throughout the whole 2 games that we've seen. Actually, I'd rather say there's been 3 games. 7 minutes overtime in that previous just battle. They were just going at it at that overtime. In the first game, you know, before the overtime, they were more cautious, of course. But they got very, very cautious in overtime. They would not go for any fancy shots until Nico decided, I see an opening, I'll go for it. I'm in the momentum. I have the speed to actually force it through. And that's what he did. And no one was going to save it. And that kind of... it's unfortunate for Oh Yeah Gaming because... there's nothing that you can't really do against that. Nico's just insane with the double touches, and the moment you leave the backboard open for him, he will take the opportunity. Congrats to the Sniffers though, as they move over to the quarterfinals, and we will be moving over to a small little break though before we happen to go into another match. Do you have anything you want to add on what we've just seen, Moritz?
Well, like you said, congratulations to Silver for advancing, and commiserations to Oya Gaming, unfortunately, being on the losing end of that incredible series and that incredible overtime. It was just an honour to be able to watch it and cast it alongside you, but still more to come this evening, like you said. Still more action, and we're still yet to crown a champion for the RSC EU X Panthera Monthly 4. So stick around, because we'll be back in just a little bit.
It's been a long day. Been stuck on my phone like all day. Getting older, but it feel like the dark age. I just need to move on, make it all change. Used to doing things the hard way. Need a little bit of ease from the heartache. Anxiety turn a room to a crawl space. But with a little bit of faith, I know I'll break out of this phase I'm in. I'm trained to win. The second I get up out of bed when the day begins, I didn't notice all the pain I was laying in. I gotta do it on my own, can't wait for friends. Cause I'm the one, but I'm feeling like 8 to 10. I might pay the vent, but my weight is lifted. A little therapy helped me aim to win. I was scared of all my dreams, now I'm chasing them. I'm gone, I'm finally moving on. Was weak, but now I am stronger than I've ever been before. I'm gone, I'm finally moving on. Was weak, but now I am stronger than I've ever been before. Shake up all the problems that are holding me back. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake away the feeling till it's gone in the flash. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake up all the problems that are holding me back. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake away the feeling till it's gone in the flash. Shake away the feeling, shake away the feeling. I was feeling way too stressed. Without no gratitude, I couldn't make the best. But what I got, the world cold, I can't justify. So many situations I can leave you traumatized. Same thing can make you happy, make your mama cry. Getting high off life is way more gratifying. Had an attitude like I'm straight out of Compton. Now I let it all go like I'm over Stockton. I learned that I gotta do it my way. Feel the breeze when I'm rolling down the highway. Windows down so they hear the music I play. I'm the main character, here's my day. Make some noise if you're trying to catch a vibe. Living every single day like it's a Friday. Overcame and it took a little time, hey. There's a world for you to conquer, why wait? I'm gone, I'm finally moving on. Was weak but now I am stronger than I've ever been before. I'm gone, I'm finally moving on. Was weak but now I am stronger than I've ever been before. Shake up all the problems that are holding me back. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake away the feeling till it's gone in the flash. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake up all the problems that are holding me back. Sip a little bit and take a break and relax. Shake away the feeling till it's gone in the flash. Shake away the feeling, shake away the feeling. It's been a long day. Been stuck on my phone like all day. Getting older, but it feel like the dark age. I just need to move on, make it all change. Used to doing things the hard way. Need a little bit of ease from the heartache. Anxiety turn a room to a crawl space. But with a little bit of faith, I'll be okay.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. Stars it wrapped around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. Ah, I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. There's darkness for your I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you
After an exciting first series of the day, it was going in favor of the Sniffers in the 2-0 sweep, but we could count it as 3 games being played out. I am Vino, back in the casting booth with Merits yet again, and an exciting second series to tell you all about.
Yep, inching ever closer to that grand finals, into our final 8, and what a matchup we have up for you. Foreign taking on Two Dads One Son, and a little fun fact, Foreign just came off of a sweep against Team Hosky, one of the most respected teams in this competition. Two Dads One Son, they have players such as Treble and Creamy, so it's definitely going to be a matchup for the ages.
A lot of pressure for Foreign now then, after beating Team Hosky, a previous team that has recently just beat Williams Resolve in a bubble tournament not long ago. So it's going to be interesting to see how that team will be playing compared to everyone else. Will they be able to make it to the final step of this tourney is also a very big question. A lot of interesting names though, if we look overall everywhere in the bracket. It's not any Orcs name anymore. It's just recently new formed teams, the Sniffers, Stone Age, Mandem, Foreign, and Two Dads One Son, who was going to go up against each other in a few moments' time. Then we have Last Minute and Bunda Boys, which is an interesting sight to see. And of course, if we just look further back into what has happened in the bracket so far, the big Orcs that have been knocked out so far are a Budapest 5, Team Hosky. We've had to say goodbye to Nidaros Academy as well, very early on actually, unfortunately for them. Royals Academy we've also said goodbye to, and there's been other teams as well, but I just don't wanna what's it called, butcher it. I don't know if they're counted as an org or not, so I'm not taking my chances.
Well, the biggest thing I've noticed is the first seed Coco Chanel eliminated by Last Minute, who are currently playing Bunda Boys in that quarter final to face the winner of this matchup, Foreign against Two Dads One Son. So once again, let's run you through the full roster as Vino, take it away.
Indeed, so for the second series of the day, Foreign will be running Velocity, Energizer, and Alums. And on the side of Two Dads One Son, is Creamy, Esperi, and Trebella. Trebla. All three will be Norwegian, if I don't misunderstand. I remember them from Telia Liga personally, but it's going to be interesting to face off against Velocity. That player is going to be interesting to have an eye on. I've seen them play themselves recently and previously in leagues. So, you know, a bit of weight on their shoulders, representing Foreign together with Energizer and their... sorry, I apologize. Alums. Kinda forgot their name. But anyways, we're still waiting for the two teams to join the lobby. So, since we did not have that much time last series to speak about predictions, let's start off with you, Merits. Who do you think will be taking this series?
Well, I can't understate Foreign's achievement of beating Team Husky in a sweeping fashion as well, beating them 5-2 in the game to close out the series. But, you know, two dads, one son, Trebla and Creamy. Trebla winning RSC10, the premier, with that Dustsucker roster. And I really just can't put it past them. I think they have, well, in my eyes, the better names. You know, no offense to Foreign, but it's just the names I recognize more. So I guess I've got to go with them. What about you?
On paper, it should be Foreign that will be taking this series. Not in a very easy way, though. Yes, they did sweep Team Husky, but on the other hand, we have two dads, one son. On paper, it says Foreign will be taking this 2-1. Not very easy, to say the least. But my heart says two dads, one sons will be taking this series. I've seen how the team plays, and they've been a team for a long time now as well. That trio. And I'm just very excited to see how they will be performing under the lights of a man field in a few moments' time up against Foreign. And again, for Foreign, it's a lot of weights on their shoulders at the moment, just proving that, you know, they did beat Team Husky the first game not that easily, but then second game came around and they just kind of just rolled with it. 5-2, by the way, let me just mention, 5-2 win in the second game. But we're over in Manfield Night for this first game of the series. Foreign up against two dads, one son in this quarterfinals of this monthly. Merits, take us away.
Well, Foreign can't quite beat Creamy on that kickoff, and all but Velocity taking it away. Trebla, like I said, former RSC winner with Dustsucker, along with Danske, who was previously eliminated, and I believe Sandberg it was, but that won't matter as Foreign opening the scoring through Alem's Energizer, doing all the work, perfectly placed pass. Now Alem's there to pick up the pieces.
Indeed, Adams was a very, very quick on the play there to follow up the backward shot as well. But so far, life is still there for two dads, one son as Velocity with the possession, looking to make it a play, but can't really get it by Trebla. Another clear comes from Adams, but Esper this time around does send one high. Creamy with the follow-up, a shot on target. Energizer is there with a save. Another opportunity, but Velocity was quicker to the ball. A triple touch off the side. Couldn't get it out though as Creamy sent it back. Downward in the process as Trebla. Another shot on target. Energizer sends it away. Creamy going for a double touch. Aliens just denying it from happening. And again, the ball possession is just very strong in the side of Foreign this time around. Aliens does get a beautiful carry, but the save was better from Trebla, keeping it 1-0.
Well, you can certainly tell the best of the best still in this tournament are really going at it, and so far it's actually been all Foreign, but there's still time aplenty in this game, not for two dads, one son to get back into this one. But it's going to be no tall task, because I've been pleasantly surprised by how well Foreign are playing so far. Definitely look a very collective, cohesive unit, if you will. And certainly are looking to start off strong in this best of three. Now Energizer trying to go all the way, gets the pinch across the goal knife, no one quite there. Velocity back in, Adam's trying to be fast again, the dunk and the flip, Will it go in? No, Trebla hitting it off his teammate to get it to safety.
Yeah, now we're shot on target this time around. Adams will not let it slide. It goes straight through all three defenders, and it's extension of the lead for them.
Absolutely incredible pass from Velocity. You know, just you know, the chemistry to have to even think about your teammate being there with an open shot is just it speaks waves about how good Foreign are playing right now. I believe it was Alams finding the second of this game and the second for themselves in terms of goals. But now Trebla trying to kickstart an attack for two dads, one son, but the defense will stand tall for Foreign. It's cleared away along Esberg. Not the greatest of first touches are clear, but Trebla is quicker to that one. Still has another touch infield to Esberg. The shot is slow. Velocity getting away. Energizer very risky, but does end up getting the save, so it is safe for now. Now Velocity once again trying to take it downfield. Creamy sending it away well, but still Foreign with possession, and you want to try and take the ball away from them for as prolonged a period as possible, as you could just let Alems score a musty flick on you, and now it's 3-0.
Yeah, but that's also the hat trick for Alams. A great musty flick to secure it as well, straight under Esberg. And Alams has just been going from end to end, proving why this team beat Team Husky.
Yep, and now, honestly, half a game of their gameplay, I'm really not all that surprised anymore that this team were able to overcome Husky. As good as they are, if you're a team playing as hot as Foreign are playing right now, I don't think many people will be able to even wear a glove on this team, and it's certainly evident in this game one. Already 3 goals to the good. Alams leading the way, especially with that must flick that they just performed, and Velocity doing his share on the defensive end as well. Esberg can't quite get the attacking hit that was necessary. Creamy getting it past two, but no one quite there for the follow-up. It is cleared away, and clock starting to tick down towards the end of this game. Number 1, minute and a half to go, and no real pressure from two dads, one son.
Yeah, but the pressure's on. The ball is still in the blue half. Velocity finally sends it away though into the orange corner. That's to the middle, nearly stuck by Energizer, but Alams tried to clear it out again. Creamy sends it into the corner. Trebla with a shot. Energizer off the ceiling, just gets the save, keeping it 3-0. 1 minute left to go. The ball now transitioned into the orange half as Alams looking for a fourth, couldn't find it, as Trebla this time around couldn't get one either. Esberg can't get past Velocity. Velocity does get past the defense though, as Alams with an air dribble couldn't get it by Creamy. The ball now slowly going back towards the orange net. That's a drop down by Velocity. Energizer with a shot, and it's good enough on the dribbler and into the net.
They're just so good for now. Look at Velocity perfectly adjusting his car to get the 50 straight down to Energizer, who doesn't have a much hard time getting the shot away, and 4 goals to the good, 33 seconds left. I'm sure they'll be able to see this one out and take game 1 back to home base. But Trebla trying to, take advantage of a little bit of this hit from Velocity, but it will be cleared away. And now Energizer on the opposing team's backboard, not able to bump Trebla out of the way, but still not able to clear it. Beautiful pass in, add a 4th to their name for the game, but it will not happen. Instead, it will be Foreign taking game 1.
0 goals for two dads, one son. Foreign coming out the stronger team in this first game. 4-0 for them. 3 under Alan's name and 1 under Energizer. But overall, the pressure was on by Foreign, and the weight that they had, they seem to have no effect on the team whatsoever. Instead, it looks like they got more confident, actually, straight after Team Husky's series. And it's going to be an interesting second game. This is a big hit on the mental.
Yep, and I think, we're all somewhat surprised at how just dominant Foreign were, because we all know how good players like Creamy, Esberg, and Treble can be, especially as a team. But they were just blown out of the water in this game 1. And now I think Foreign, they're in the driving seat. It's going to take a lot for Two Dads One Son to get back into this one.
Indeed, second game in Forbidden Temple in a few moments' time. It will be. It's also match point for Foreign. They are seeking a lot of answers now. Two Dads One Son. They have to fix a lot of things if they want to have a chance up against the team that just beat Team Husky and looking very strong. It's match point here in Forbidden Temple. And Esper, straight off the bat, looking to make a play. Can't get it by Adams. That's a strong clear from him as well. As the ball dropping off the side. Energizer into the middle. Adams is there. Back pass to Energizer. And that's just a beautiful team play to open things up in the second game.
Absolutely incredible. The giving goal from Adams and Energizer. And the shot could not have been better placed if you tried. Straight past that final defender into the back of the net. And Foreign picking up right where they left off with an early goal. But Treblet trying to break the goal drought won't happen. Energizer back down the other end to the ceiling. Not really much boost in the tank, but it's enough to threaten the shot and the bump. Is anyone there? Trebla getting it away at the last possible moment. Now Velocity, a little bit of shadow defending to claim possession back. Creamy good 50-50 and Trebla comes in, sneaks a shot by the whole defence, and now we have a tied game.
Energizer had some wishful thinking there, trying to pinch with Velocity out of their own corner. Ends up just hitting him on the side instead, leaving it open for Trebla to capitalize on. But this time around, Energizer looking to make amends to what he just did. They couldn't do so. Creamy looking for a bump, no boost to work with. Trebla with the clear, with the Velocity in the corner. Espade looking to extend it. Can't really get it by Energizer. The ball's still rolling in the corner, but Trebla keeps it there. Adams finally picking up the scraps. Finds Velocity in the middle. That's going to drop down very dangerously, but Esper was ready for it. But Adams, again, the counter is there, but no one is to extend the transition.
Yep, and minute past, a lot more balanced than what we saw in game number 1. Two Dads One Son finally awaking to the task at hand and just getting to work, grafting away at this defense, and it seems to be working. But Foreign, if I know them for what limited mental knowledge I have of them, is that they're no easy beat. They won't be pushovers, but very big mistake. Velocity didn't know he can to get back to it and will do, but Treble whiffs. Energizer takes it to the corner over the middle.
No.
Esper,
No!
but then Velocity will give Foreign the lead back.
Energizer passing it down to Velocity, shot it on Creamy. Creamy got the save, but shot straight back out onto Velocity, passing it into him, putting it straight behind himself, and they find themselves in the lead now. Foreign straight off the kickoff again, pinch off the ceiling. That might go in. It is. Allens insanely just played out the whole defense by using the ceiling.
Adams is such a prolific scorer, hat-trick in the last game, and the first of this one as well. Absolutely incredible goal scorer, and one of the leading factors behind how the series has gone so far, if not the leading factor, the catalyst of this absolute domination. But Treble trying to add a little bit of spice to the game, but won't be able to guide it on target. But still pressure there from Two Dads One Son, but will get away from them and over to the other side of the pitch. But Esberg, good 15. Adams will be demoed in the background, and ball left to bounce, taken advantage of by Foreign and Velocity. Treble a bump, still getting back to it, and a very huge clear to relieve quite a lot of the pressure. But Foreign, they're straight back on the ball almost immediately. Velocity, big clear. Adams still with some boost, but Creamy gets to it first. And at such a high rank, the defence is just so fast, so coordinated, and it's really going to be tough to break through. But Trebla caught a little bit awkward there, a little bit off guard, but is able to recover his losses and get it away. Now Velocity flip reset, finding Adams in field. Creamy get a wheel to it.
A lot of pressure coming up from foreign. There's been team plays, attempts as well from both sides. But the defense is strong. Trebla now looking for a solo play. Flick over to the other side, but no one was there to follow it up. When there was someone, it got a bit too late. That's open for Energizer now. Really capitalize on it. No, Trebla got back in time. Velocity. Now with the ball, couldn't get it by Esper. As Trebla with the ball, looking for a flip reset. No push to work with. A bit too high, but the defense was there. Adams with a save. Velocity this time around. Oh, Swell turns it around. Energizer into the corner. Trebla getting demoed in the process. Velocity. Swell touch to the corner. Adams with the follow-up. Can't force it to the middle. Neither can Velocity. Creamy this time around with another good clear. Energizer getting a small touch, but does get the block on Trebla's attempt. Velocity forcing it through. Gets a demo, looking for another bump. No one's there. Creamy and Trebla both on the ball, leaving the net open for Energizer to take advantage of.
Well, I think you could say that was well and truly the nail in the coffin. Energizer giving that goal on a silver platter to just, really confirm the series and a ticket to the semi-finals. But still, still a little bit of one more hope for Two Dads One Son, but they need to get going now. Already 10 seconds have passed since that last goal. Esberg, flip reset past one, treble shot, saved by Energizer. It's up high. Alums quicker than Creamy. Energizer quicker than Esberg. They're just being Two Dads One Sons at every single opportunity right now, and it's really working out in their favour. Alums just on top of that straight away. Creamy, and we send it back into the middle. Double commit from Foreign, but will end up working out. Alums being two with that one, and has options in the middle. Energizer not able to be one of them though, as the back foot will rule him out. Now Velocity trying to get past one, but Energizer will take it instead. And a little bit of a pinch that could have went absolutely anywhere. Luckily it did go wide, and a pinch of Foreign zone will drop over the goal mouth, and now they're just having fun with it because they know they're through to the semi-finals.
What a series it has been, and Foreign, a lot of pressure on them, but they did not seem to care. 4-0 win in the first game, 4-1 win in the second. Sweep straight into the semi-finals, where it will be a best of 5. Congratulations to Foreign for moving on in this lovely tournament hosted by RSC, sponsored by Panthera, by the way. And so far, merits, I'm a bit shocked that it went this way, not gonna lie. I've expected a bit more of a fight from Two Dads One Son.
Yeah, and I assume so as well, but pleasantly surprised at just how well Foreign were able to come out. Just came out swinging, pulling no punches at all, and just went absolutely ham on their opponents, and they didn't give up one bit coming into game 2. Still that same relentless offense, and it worked to the same effect. We'll be seeing them in the semi-finals.
Indeed, and so far the bracket's been shuffled up so much, and there's been so many upsets around. We will be taking you through that after this short little break, though. We'll get things sorted out for the next series, which will be a best of 5, because it is going to be an interesting semi-finals. We'll see you in a few moments' time. Refill your snacks, and we'll be right back.
I know you hate the way that I do just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Thought that the day ones would last, no. They wanna be just like you. Friends turning they lose. 45 and I'm gone. Feel alive when I'm torn. No, I waste all my time feeling lesser. Don't wanna mess up. Know that I'm blessed, it's been emotional. Listen, I hope you know all of the pain that you caused me. It helped me grow. I can't feel anymore. I know I've been ignoring the things that I live for, the life that I give, and I feel like I could have done better. So I keep running faster than ever. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough.
To make a mistake here, I'm ready to fight for the win. It drains me all out and crashes me to the ground. I keep on fighting. I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who do you think you
We are soon in the final stages of this monthly tournament, and again it's going to be interesting. Semi-finals, yet another little we're returning to a familiar face, aren't we, Merritt?
Yes, we are. Featured in our first series this evening, the Sniffers are back, and they've made it through to the semi-finals, where they'll be taking on the aptly named something.
Indeed, we're not joking. We're not joking over here. No puns intended. That is the actual team name. The Sniffers up against something is your semi-finals game for tonight. One of them will proceed to the grand finals and possibly face either last minute or foreign, which is going to be an interesting matchup over at the other end. A bit sad to see that Bunda Boys didn't make it to semis, but quarterfinals is good enough. Other than that, let's go through the players, shall we? Do you want to take it over this time, Meritz, or would you want me to do it again?
Yes, if you give me just a quick moment. The Sniffers, obviously, we've already seen them on stream this evening, both with a 3-0 record in this tournament. And on the Sniffers, you know, as I said, we've seen them already this evening, and it's Youngstar Nico and Oz is the roster this evening. Then on something, so a team we haven't seen yet is Eugen, AL03, and Riz Fox.
Interesting lineup for both teams. We've already seen how fast the Sniffers are, but it's going to be more interesting. The eyes, for me in this case, I'll be having a close eye on the team something. I want to see how well they cope against, a fast and very, very confident the Sniffers.
I mean, you technically always have your eyes on something, so I guess you're not wrong there. But, you know, the team something are yet to see them so far this evening. But the Sniffers, they took down Oh Yeah Gaming in the round of 16. So we know what to expect from them. They took down the Stone Age Mandem to get here after that aforementioned series. And now, you know, you could argue their biggest test yet if it's in the semi-finals. Because this team must have something special about them if they got this far.
Indeed, and let's say the Sniffers does go into the grand finals, then perhaps an upset happens in the other last minute upsets foreign. We've already seen how strong foreign is as a team itself. You know, it's just so many possibilities coming out because foreign is such a strong team. If the Sniffers make it to the grand finals and they face a team that upset foreign, the question is which team will have the better pressure on each other.
Oh, yeah, they're two very, very fast teams. They like to play on the attack. They certainly know how to score goals, but getting into this one, I'm noticing Oz is gone, and in comes Inferno, the actual starting player on this roster. So you can only think that the skill ceiling is bound to go up. You'll see that as the first of the two best of fives that we'll see on stream this evening is underway.
Eugen together by Youngstar, couldn't really do much there as Nico got blocked as well. Inferno, good clear into the corner. Eugen's there, strong clear to Riz Fox, but couldn't really make it in time. Nico with a touch. Youngstar tried to follow up. Axmo couldn't get it either. Sorry. As Nico, another brilliant 50, couldn't really do much there as Eugen with the pressure puts it into the middle. No one dares to touch the ball at this moment. It's very awkward in front of the blue net, but so far it's still in the hands of the orange team as AL got blocked by Nico. Another clear comes out from Eugen. AL, another pop into the backboard, but no touch from Riz Fox.
Such a panicky start from neither team, but seems to have settled for now. And the Sniffers starting to get used to being on the defense, but here they come now. Nico to Youngstar, back to Nico. But Riz Fox does get in the way and a little bit of a pinch. Eugen there to stop it, thankfully. But now one-on-one, faking him out. Riz Fox going for the bump, and Eugen, absolutely incredible way to start the series for something.
Good stop by Eugen, and Riz Fox as well, just being very, very, it's just being intimidating in that little blue corner, showing, hey, if you want to turn in, you'll get bumped anyways. And as I speak, Inferno just gets sent up, and again, the last defender sent up by one of, I think it was Eugen, again, a double bump for them, open things up for Riz Fox.
Well, I think we know what this team's strong point is. You know, took 2 bumps in a row, and well, a fake and then a bump. So, you know, very physical, very much mind game oriented is something, and it's, you know, a great style to have as a team because it'll just infuriate the opposition if they're not able to counter it quickly. But now Youngstar trying to outplay them with pure mechanics. Flip reset, can't find the net, and now Eugen flip reset of his own. It's demoed, I guess a demo onto Nico, but back in the orange half, and now Inferno. Eugen knows he's going to it to Nico on a platter, and the floodgates have opened like we've seen so many times this evening. But 3 goals in 2 minutes, and Eugen won't be happy with that.
Yeah, proper mistake coming up from Eugen, just sent it onto the side wall, nearly even own goaling. That would have been more embarrassing, but nonetheless, a goal is a goal. They'll be happy with it. The Sniffers moving on. Nico forcing it into the corner. Looking for a teammate to pass in the middle. No one there to follow up. Eugen finds RSC in the middle, but Youngstar was quicker to the ball. Blocked them out of sight. Inferno. Slow boost to work with. Tried to pop it to the middle. Couldn't do so. Eugen now with the ball. Edge was over 2 people. Nico couldn't do much, but Youngstar now. Double touch opportunity, but Eugen was there as well. Cut him short. RSC straight to the middle. AL with a shot on target. Nico with the save. This time around again. Youngstar just couldn't do much with the ball. RSC though nearly went for the double touch. Couldn't get it though. Youngstar with the clear. Another pass into the middle. Nico is there, but the ball just ever so slowly floating in front of the orange net. Inferno cannot find the back of the net, and it's just going down in shambles.
Yeah, but one more bite of the cherry. Youngstar won't falter that time. A little bit of a mind game, you know, fingers gonna shoot high, and then the open net below is all he had to do to get the game all square once again. And Youngstar isn't gonna miss that, not any day of the week, not even Friday. So now they're back on level terms, and a little bit of a fake kickoff strategy, maybe a Spanish kickoff being attempted, but I don't think it would have panned the way they wanted. Now Nico trying to go for the shot. Eugen does it well to cover all possible angles. Now something intercepting that one all the way back to the blue corner where Inferno's waiting. 50 all the way over to the other side of the pitch. Good pinch from Youngstar. Will Nico get there? No. IL taking it away. Eugen beaten by Inferno. Nico going for the redirect. RSC up against it, but teammate getting back, and it's wrong. The goal mouth. No one there for the Sniffers to get the lead, and instead it will stay tied up.
It's so intense currently. RSC though does have the possession, can't really get it by Eugen. That is close, very close for comfort there. Another save by AL this time around. Nico couldn't find the gap in the defense. The scoreboard still tied up with less than 1 minute to go. RSC a shot on target. Inferno was there. Brilliant save, keeps it tied. As pass out to the middle. Youngstar is there, but RSC was quicker. Eugen again, another follow-up touch, but can't really get it further than that. As Nico can't really get a good 50 onto the ball, and again it's just back and forth.
Yeah, this game's starting to slow down as we approach the overtime that looms overhead. Both of these teams, last 30 seconds, one last push. Eugen, good start to the play, but no real execution in the end. And now something's starting to get aggressive, but a good pass. Nico, touch gets away from him, no one contesting. Eugen getting it away. Inferno, good shot on net. RSC puts into the corner. Now the clock ever getting closer towards 0 seconds, but we see a moment of magic. We only have overtime to start the semi-final. Overtime.
The ball dropped, and we will be seeing overtime in this first game of the best of 5. RSC does get a better kickoff, does get a demo on Inferno. That's a shot on target. Eugen quick to respond, makes the save. Inferno off to the side. Youngstar tried to pop it up. AL leaving it for Eugen. Great pop. RSC is quick onto the ball. That's dropping down. Very dangerous in front of the net. No one to follow up. AL now goes for an attempt. Tried to drop it down again. Inferno. That was a close hit there. Could have potentially owned goal, but it worked out in his favor.
Yep, and I'm slightly worried because the only overtime we've seen so far this evening was a 7-minute thriller, and if this is more of the same, I have a feeling it might turn into a very long stream. But now, Nico trying to find the shot, but it is smothered by Reese Fox, but into the middle. Eugene is quicker. Is anyone there for the second touch? Is cleared away to the corner, but still an Orange team possession. Something trying to grab the goal, but it will be cleared away by the Sniffers. Now Inferno to Nico, shot there, but straight at IL, and now Eugene sending it back to the other corner, and something starting to get boxed out a little bit, just stuck in their own half. It's put infield Youngster and able to connect to the ball in a backflip. Eugene has it all to do, and he's missed. Wow. Wait, is Spino there? Well,
That's an interesting end. Yeah, hello. That's just a good shot by Fox actually. A with a pass from the corner. And the first game of this best of 5 series for something, and you know, something that we didn't expect. I mean, the roster change of the Sniffers, first of all, was a big change as well. We didn't expect Inferno to jump in, seeing how well Ollie played previously in the series. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, it was very odd ending. You know, you just didn't respond for a second. I got a little bit worried and distracted me from the goal, I believe, from Riz Fox to give them the win in game number 1 and put them well on their way to a best of 5 victory and a spot in the grand finals. But if you're the Sniffers right now, what changes are you going to make to ensure that, you know, this doesn't happen again?
Shut down Eugene as much as possible. Like, not allowing Eugene and Eyal play how they want is the biggest factor for them currently. Eugene is so strong, both in defense and offense. You know, he makes so many plays. The clears comes out, the passing plays goes through. Eyal, same with him. They're just pretty out of their mind currently in this, well, previously in this first game of the series. And currently we are still waiting for a person to join, but yeah, it's just that. Eugene and Eyal is just playing absolutely out of their mind. And if they can somehow shut that off for them, they have life a bit easier. You saw how fast Eugene was in that previous game. You saw how Eyal was quick to respond as well. If you somehow demoed or just, you know, took away the ball from them in terms of possession, keep it to yourself instead of throwing it away. That might work against this team.
Yep, definitely. And I think Sniffers just need to turn it up a gear like we know they can, especially against Oya Gaming. How they were able to, you know, efficiently just block them out and keep them trapped in a corner. We saw brief stints of that, but they weren't able to sustain it. And if they are able to, you know, get a little bit more pressure for a longer period of time, they'll see great success. Because for what little defense, you know, something had to do, even though they faced quite a hefty amount of shots, they really weren't all that intimidating, and they were able to just coordinate themselves well, and that really shot them down.
Well, let's leave that first game behind. Second game of the series on the way. Brilliant kickoff straight off the bat for something, as the ball instantly sent away from Inferno. A triple commit on that singular ball might leave an opportunity for something to be worked around for the Sniffers. The ball sent into the orange corner. Inferno is there collecting the dust, just putting it into the middle. Now Nico is there as well. Youngstar sets it back. Inferno had an attempt but just cut short by Riz Fox, as Nico just straight into the net. Okay, Eyal just not looking to make a touch or a save, matter of fact, left it open for Nico.
I think it was just a case of running out of boost at the wrong time, and well, the Sniffers aren't gonna ask twice to get a free goal like that to start off their game 2, their get back into this series. And IL now has it all to do to make up for what he did, but Reese Fox trying to do it for him. Ayel will sneak it in, and just like that, that mistake gone from their memory because it's tied up.
Brilliant shot by Ayel, just onto Nico, slight touch off him as well. Ties things up yet again with 4 minutes of 18 left on the clock. It's anyone's game as Ayel. Good off the kickoff, but Inferno got a better response off that. Youngstar with the pass off the ceiling, and Nico will finally force it through, claiming the lead yet again for the Sniffers.
Yep, and well, Youngstar certainly is more disciplined than me. I'll just try to shoot that, but he went for the more intelligent option and passing up to a teammate in Nico, and he just had the most open net that you'll ever have in this game. And now the Sniffers are back in the lead and looking to add to it. Reese Fox all by themselves. Now here they come. Youngstar, good pop up. Is anyone there to meet it? Nico not able to get past Eugen. Now Youngstar putting it out into the midfield. Nico off to the right. Inferno taking it over, getting it past Eugen, trying to go for the double but not able to pull it off. And now Nico can beat Reese Fox, and Youngstar and it's something to get more in a more advanced position, but we'll end up back in the blue corner. And we've already seen 90 seconds, very quick 90 seconds despite all of the action we've seen so far. But Vinyl, where do you see this game heading?
Yeah, so far the pressure's just piling up by the Sniffers. They know how to shut down the orange team now. It's just, you know, finding each other, try to make a quick play. Look at that, that didn't even work. The shot was a bit too high though. Backboard was their biggest enemy in that situation, as Reese Fox out looking for a clear. That bump from the teammate, Eugen, just sent him into the block actually, which was interesting. Nico tried to find his way into the middle. Inferno looking for another block, he does find one. That's straight into the left corner. Nico with a flip preset, did he get it? No, he did not. Reese Fox on the follow-up, double touch chance, but the block is there by Youngstar. As Eugen just looking to make a play, couldn't get it into the back of the net, as Inferno again sends it off to the corner. Takes a bit of time baiting in Ayel, but that did not work as anticipated.
Yeah, well, one word to sum up that brief stint of, you know, inaccuracy from something is just pain. It went so close to going in, then Youngstar made that zero boost stop on the read and really thwarted all potential chances at a goal in that specific scenario. But Eugen sent it to the backboard. Youngstar taking it away well, but the 50 not going in his favour, and Inferno receives a demo after lingering on the front post. And now here's Nico, met immediately by Eugen, but Inferno able to get away, and it bounces favourably. Youngstar already up, getting it into the middle, but no one there to capitalise. Now Ayel trying to go over the top, and he does find a teammate. The attack will end there.
Pass up to the middle, Eugen with a shot. Inferno in net prevents it from going further. A good clear coming out from them as well, as Reese Fox sends it into the middle. Eugen tried to follow up, but Nico got a better 50 onto the ball. Ayel tried to get him by Inferno, but could not do that, as Eugen looking for a second attempt into the middle. Reese Fox just couldn't get there fast enough, as Ayel forcing it into the half. Could not get a block on Nico though. And yet again, it's just going back and forth, returning to the blue half. Another shot, this time good enough for Eugen. It's all tied up yet again.
Could we be heading to our second overtime in 2 games? Eugen putting it back on the cards with the equaliser. Reese Fox setting him up, and he had just a pretty simple shot in the end to get into the net and tie things up. There's just under a minute to go, and now here's Eugen once more, getting it past one. Reese Fox into the sidewalk, getting the second touch. Youngstar a little bit awkward, but Ayel not able to make contact with it. It will be cleared away by Nico. No boost to his name, but still trying to progress as far as possible. Big clear by Inferno. Youngstar up instead. Eugen sending it away, and pressure really ramping up towards these final seconds in regular time. Youngstar into the middle, pinching it all the way back to the blue ends, and Eugen trying to capitalize on it, but now Inferno, one last chance, getting it past IL. Is anyone there, Eugen? Brilliant knock on to send it potentially to overtime. IL, one last shot. Reese Fox trying to keep it up, he does so. Youngstar, big clear. IL back into the middle. Youngstar with the clear. Still not down yet, Reese Fox getting it past one, but finally Nico will send it to overtime.
Another overtime in this game, our series, as Youngstar looking to make something happen. Couldn't really do much. The Inferno now with a shot a bit too high. The demo just left in vain by Nico. Open things up for the offense. Inferno yet another demo. Low on boost. No one's able to push it through. Eugen couldn't get it by Inferno either. A big part there left alone. Yummy for one of the players as AL now. Looking to transition. Can't really do much after that. Inferno finding Youngstar in the middle, but Eugen cut it short. Reading the play beautifully. Picked up a small part, sent it into the middle, but no one was there to follow it up. AL dangerously looking to make a play, but with so little boost. That's a backflipper. That was off the post. My dear God, it's been so intense.
Yep, and how close do you want to get to scoring without actually finishing the job? And something, or just getting as close as you can humanly get to scoring without actually putting the ball in the net. Eugen, good shot. Youngstar, so many saves, and another one added to his repertoire for this game. 90 seconds gone thereabouts in this overtime, and we still yet to see a break for Youngstar, skiffing that one, sending it to the corner. Now Eugen getting it past one. Good control of the dodge and the 50. Reese Fox infield. IL put triple match point.
Match point for something, and that's something they want to say at least. What a beautiful send by AL to end the second game. And you know, one game closer to the grand finals now. And of course, it's one game away from a prize pool. You know, even if you lose the grand finals, you'll be getting 50 quid.
It's not an offer that I would want to refuse, that's for sure. But, you know, something they've really been the surprise package so far in this series. And now they're on triple match point to show for it. I'm not sure many people coming into this would have thought it would have been, you know, maybe so convincing, but not that convincing in the sense of like they're easy games, but the scoreline, because now the Sniffers having to win 3 without response to claim victory and get to the grand final.
Indeed, and match point we'll be seeing in Sovereign Heights, the map before Oasis. So it's, you know, still an interesting site. I personally love this map. It's actually one of my favorite maps now, ever since they've released.
I'd have to agree with you there. It's certainly an incredible map, and it could be the map that sends something through to the Panthera monthly grand final. But only time will tell. The Sniffers with it all to do, but they're certainly the ones capable of. Yeah, and that's a good start.
Great start by Youngstar, open things up for the Sniffers, but not a great start from the orange side, as I saw a little miss from someone there who could have easily prevented that from going further in. As Inferno this time around looking to make a play, no boost to work with a follow-up from Youngstar, can't get past the defense either. The ball ever so slowly rolling back towards the blue half. Aya looking to pass it into the middle, could not get it by Youngstar as Eugen does get one into the middle, but Nico is there with a brilliant block on Reese Fox. Another block, but Eugen is there instead of anyone else from his team. It's just back and forth solo play attempts currently coming out from the Sniffers. It's working out for them, which is great to see, but so far they have to do a little bit more than that if they want to extend the lead.
Yeah, but this game is still very young, so they need to do more sooner rather than later to confirm their advantage. And Respark's going very close to getting it back on level terms, but now here come the Sniffers. It will not find its way anywhere close to the target though, and Respark's past one, but straight back. So IL in the same spot that he took it, and now 50 after 50, and it's advancing forwards. Youngstar alone on defense can only force a 50-50, and now Eugen in field cleared away by Inferno, and these passing plays are something that's been so lethal for the Sniffers, something that we've seen time and time again. Sometimes not always connecting, but certainly advancing the attack, and one of something's own coming out, but it won't really have the same desired effect. Youngstar, big clear, Eugen to the corner, Inferno lying in wait infield. Very good clear from IL.
Yeah, ball again, just not really staying in the hands of anyone at the moment. It's just been thrown around, you know, left, right, and center. One time it's with Nico, another time with AL, then Eugen, they're going back to Youngstar. It's just not really being controlled as how you want it to be. And the ball again, been thrown around to Eugen this time around. And a short little cut from Nico. Tried to prevent it from going further. Inferno with a shot, but AL with the save. Beautiful one to not let go in either, as Nico looking to make a play, could not force it through. That's one defender left. Eugen could not get it by Inferno, but off to the side. Respark with a shot a bit too high, but that miss will cost Nico a lovely lead as Respark ties things up.
Yep, and one step closer to that grand final appearance, catching the Sniffers on the overcommit and making them pay. Something have tied things up here, and trading demos is Youngstar and IL. Inferno going low but can't beat Eugen, and now here he comes. 50 goes behind Youngstar. IL is quicker to that one, and bumping coming through between teammates Youngstar and Inferno. A little bit of a love step coming on through, but now Sniffers trying to carve out an opportunity for themselves. Instead, it will go outfield, and a little bit of a calculated fake, I'm sure, from Eugen. But now Inferno shooting shot net. IL taking it away. Resparks downfield at Youngstar, a little bit awkward. Inferno, good redirect. Youngstar, no! Kinda have to be hitting those in a scenario like this, because they'll and not make you pay, but only just. Very easily could have changed the whole complexion of this game, and there's still this opportunity. This Youngstar cannot hit the ball at all right now, and it's almost costing his team.
Youngstar looking for another shot, cannot get it under the crossbar or past Respark. Inferno though tried to get a past Eugen. AR with assistance, tried to get the clearance, can't do so. Inferno with a shot, it was good, but Eugen got a better save. As Respark now with the ball, looking to make a play, keeps it in the side. Youngstar read the play. Inferno to the middle, no one's there. AR regains possession for a brief moment, looking for a pass to the middle, but Youngstar just clears it out. That's going to the middle. Inferno is ready. Eugen does get a small touch, redirecting it into the corner. Respark does get demoed in the process as well. As Youngstar puts it out into the open. Hop into the middle. No one followed it up. Eugen with a lot of time to work with, less than 10 seconds now. A lot of space on men as Respark try to send it to the middle. The ball it has of Youngstar looking to make a play. That's being shot down by Respark, and yet again we will be seeing an overtime.
Yep, and I actually believe it, I don't think it was picked up, but about 20 seconds before time, Eugen and Nico, I think it was Nico, got into a row one, and it was broke by Eugen. So maybe a little bit of bad luck. Now looming over something. Nico trying to go all the way. Yujin, big save. Youngstar, no boost, just getting one touch. Now Inferno carrying it on. Pinch. Youngstar not enough boost to get there, but neither does IL. Now Yujin getting it downfield. IL onto the backboard. Inferno there. Now sending it downfield. Nico getting it past one. Now trying to get past the second, but Reese Fox is there to make the clear. And now it's just Team Sniffers trying to make their life as uncomfortable as possible. But Yujin, big clear now. IL following it on with a pinch. Getting the second. Is anyone there? No. Nico, big clear. Yujin, that's not the greatest of hits, but no one able to make contact. Double commit from the Sniffers. They both call each other off. And something getting away with murder.
Indeed, as Riz Fox couldn't really do much there against the offensive Inferno. As Riz Fox again shot it a bit too high. That's an opportunity. Nico will send it off. Good save to keep it in overtime as usual. Just getting demoed in the air. The ball goes back towards the corner, the orange corner as Inferno sends it off to their own corner. Youngstar. Put it off. Eugene was there with a shot, but the save was better from Youngstar. Good pinch, that's an opportunity, but a small touch does not force it through. Riz Fox just leaving it for Nico. Another flip preset attempt, but could not get it. Instead goes under. Eugene. Yeah, a little clear. Another demo. That's a beautiful shot, but Eugene again comes in clutch and saves the team from murder as the ball is ever so slightly going towards the blue net, nearly goes through, and oh boy, it's just going back and forth, and these past attempts have been deadly.
Yep, 3 overtimes from 3, and each one better than the last. Don't tell me that's how it ends. Okay, Youngstar getting the clear finally, and Inferno getting Eugene on the back foot, but he controls it almost seamlessly. Now Reese Fox trying to find his teammate in Eugene, but only can find the Sniffers player in Youngstar. Now starting to close things down, box them in, and just try and find the moment to strike. But Eugene, big clear. Nico, a little bit awkward. Eugene, good hit. Inferno is there to get it though, and now start to see that back and forth come into play that you see around the 3-minute mark in these overtimes, and now could be one game back for the Sniffers, but won't just yet. Eugene downfield. Reese Fox trying to go for it, but Youngstar getting the 50 in IL. Big pinch. Anyone there? Inferno will get it away in this overtime. Really starting to heat up here. Who's going to take it?
And the shot is good enough from Eyal, and it's a beautiful sweep by something to end this off. This semi-finals off to grand finals for them. And well, that's not something I was expecting. Too many punts now, too many punts. I'm so sorry. Anyways, congratulations to something, as they will be proceeding to the grand finals, which will start in a few moments time. It's probably 30 minutes, maybe less, hopefully less. All depends on the over bracket, really.
Yep, 3 games, 3 overtimes, and tonight 3 sweeps from 3. Just how many more 3s will be in store for us, we don't know. But what a series that was. It ended pretty shortly. And something, are one of your 2 teams in the grand final taking down, you know, a Goliath in this tournament in Team Sniffers. And just break it in for me, how did they do it?
Well, how did something just beat the Sniffers?
Yeah, pretty much. What was the key to their success?
The key to their success, they kept calm, and basically the composure was just on point. They did not panic. There were some moments where there were triple commits, but you know, they realized the Sniffers didn't really want to capitalize on that, and a lot of the times they just kept on, you know, passing each other, making fast plays, and just throwing the ball around, not really keeping possession, which is sometimes, oh well, most of the times you do want the possession, but in this case they just had someone ready for the follow-up. They just had someone that was willing to go a bit further out to try and redirect it towards the net, and that's what kind of worked for them. The Sniffers realized it, tried themselves, but just couldn't really make it to the end. 3-0 sweep for something though, and it's going to be an interesting one because we already have that series ready and set up. But before that, we'll be heading to a 5-minute little break, set things up for the grand finale where we crown the champions of the RSC X Panthera Monthly Edition 4.
It's not forever, at least we are together.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the RSC Panthera Monthly number 4. And once again, for the final time this evening, my name is Merritt, and joining me is Vinyl here for the grand final.
It has been an intense evening all around. Both brackets have been settled. It's only 2 teams left out of, what, 32, I believe it was?
57 teams signed up.
Yeah, 57. That's even more than what I thought. 57 teams and only 2 remain, and that are foreign and something. And let me tell you, when I said I had some hope for last minute, the previous team that foreign just beat, to get at least 1 win on the board. At least 1 game win on the board. Turns out both semis ended up in a sweep, and foreign continued their dominance throughout this 4th monthly of RSC Panthera. The question will be, or the story rather, will they be able to get crowned the victors during this grand final? That's what we're seeking for, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some chats going. Who do you think will be the winners, foreign or something? Personally, I believe it's going to be foreign. They've shown dominance, absolute dominance throughout this whole monthly. What about you, Merritt?
Honestly, just to be different, I'm gonna go for the opposite view. So that one way, it's a 50-50. I'm gonna go with something. We saw them last. They had a great warm-up series against the Sniffers. 3 overtimes. They have the ice, and the grand finals will be no different. I think something are gonna take home the greater prize for making the grand final. These teams are guaranteed at least €50. Obviously, it's going to be a bit less split between the 3 of them, but it's still an amazing accomplishment. Obviously, 2nd place getting €50, and 1st place taking home €150.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this evening, it is going to be the 1st game of the grand finals in Manfield Night. It is foreign up against something. Who will be crowned champions? Let's find out.
You're hyping me up. Final, here we go. Waiting for the teams to just join up. We're actually waiting for the something players to ready themselves into the lobby so we can get this final best of 5 series to crown our champion. It's actually starting as a bit of a 3v2, but now everyone is in and we can get underway. Energizer, Velocity and Alems, we saw them in our quarter-final series taking home a sweep. I believe, who was it over again? I can't quite remember, but we did just see something in action. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we just saw something in the semi-finals, taking down the Sniffers in a 3-0 fashion. So 2 teams who know how to take wins and not receive losses. It's going to be a great matchup of skill and ability. Who will take it out? Already seen 30 seconds come and go, and big shot there from something, not able to make the target. Now IL not able to put that one on target either. Now here's Alems versus Eugen, big shot. Can anyone get there? Scoring so many goals in the quarterfinals, already has 1 here in the series.
Oh, that was a big ghost hit actually. That Eugen could have been robbed off because Psionic said, oh, maybe he got a touch. Never mind, he didn't get a touch. And decided, you know what, ghost hit it is. Let's it go through. Allen claims the 1st goal and the lead for foreign already with 1 minute passed in the game now. Riz Fox tapping it off to the side. Energizer looking to make a play but cut short by Riz Fox. Ryujin now seeking Riz Fox in upfield. Couldn't really get it by. As AO again looking for another opportunity. Adams with a shot. The bomb just came too late. Energizer could have opened things up. Now this time Riz Fox on the offense. No one to follow it up. Beautiful touch by Eugen though. Will go through. Adams could not make the save.
No, I thought that was just a pretty simple save, in all honesty, but you shouldn't making it work. Alums maybe just, jumping a little bit squint, and it ruined the approach angle, but I'm sure something will not be complaining with that, as it's all tied up in the first minute and a half or so. But now here's Energizer, a little bit quiet so far, but getting a good 50. Alums not able to take advantage of it now. Here's Velocity in a past one and getting the demo on top of that. IL, bit of an awkward hit. Reese Fox bumps out of the way. Alum's big pinch out into the middle, only met by a player of that something roster. Will be cleared away now. Alum's scorer of the first goal of the series, not able to do much with that. Eugen, big 50, and now IL getting a past one. Alum's not able to hit. Energizer will get the clear.
Indeed, and so far the position is back on for Foreign. The ball just being kept at a stalemate here in the orange corner, but finally it frees itself. RSC high up onto the ball. That's dropping down. No one's there to follow on. Energizer gets a demo. Clear out to the middle as well. Alums finds Velocity upfield. The shot was good, but RSC was in the way. Now this time around could have snuck one by, but RSC was quick to save it.
Yeah, but I thought with all certainty that was going to be the goal to get Foreign back into the lead, but they had other plans. That's something roster. Now down the other end, Eugen can't get the shot on target now. Energizer with Velocity waiting in the middle. He's going to decide to go alone now. Alums going high, no boost for a follow-up, and no one there for a follow-up. Now RSC, good light touch to take Velocity out of the play. Energizer for all to do, can't get the hit. Eugen adding a second and the second of the game for something.
Beautiful lob by Eugen over the defense, and already proving worth against Foreign, a strong team that has been just dominating throughout this fourth monthly, as AL says another one up high onto the blackboard. Couldn't really get it by the defense. Another shot though. RSC could not get it by Velocity. The ball slowly rolling out of the corner as AL does get a cut, as RSC again looking for a shot. That's on target. Alum does get a save. RSC this time around passes it into the middle. Eugen was there, but a touch from Energizer prevents him from going further.
Yep, and what a shot that would have been. Was it from Alums? I'm pretty sure, but it was in fact saved and was sent down the other end. And now something with all the pressure once more, going for a pinch, and does so effectively. IL is there for the dunk, and now 2-goal advantage. 1 minute still to go. Will something be able to hold on to this vantage point?
The 1 minute left on the clock. They are in a 2-goal deficit, and as I speak, straight off the bat, Energizer scores for Foreign.
Yep, it's one of those goals that you just, you take those. It's a kickoff goal. Nothing really too complicated about it. But most importantly, gives them a lifeline, and now plenty of time to work with and just apply the pressure. RSC already maybe feeling it for a little bit. A dodgy touch, but does get the bump to make up for it. And now Velocity, big demo. Alum trying to race to it. Cannot get it in the net. Weak shot. RSC trying to take it slow. Alum's getting 50 out of RSC. Now Energizer, open net. It's tied up.
Well, in a span of 31 seconds, it went from a 2-goal deficit to an equalizer by Energizer. 3-3 now. We might see an overtime here, Merit, straight off the bat in a crucial game 5, best of 5. This series has all to play for. 150 for the winner and 50 for second place. So no matter what you do, you kind of do. It's a win-win situation. They've made it into the grand finals now, but all depends on how bad do you want that big pot, the big jackpot of this tournament. 150 on the line. Energizer does get a beautiful save. Will that be overtime? The ball drops and we will see our first overtime in the series.
Yeah, but now that makes it 4 overtimes on the bounce for something. They had 3 for 3 in the last series. All 3 of them going their way, so maybe that'll be suggesting something about how this one could go. But, you know, you never know. Grand Final's a completely different ball game, and it really could go anyway. Alum's good, a little solo play. Velocity not really going the way that was intended to. Energizer 50 goes low and past him. Now Eugene can't get past Allen's. They've been such a solid player in this game and tonight overall, in fact. It's been, you know, critical to foreign success, and you know, you can't understate how important they've been. And well, but back to the game anyway. Velocity making a big save, and now Energizer trying to go all the way by himself. Can't get a 50 past Eugene, and something trying to create something here. Reese Fox 15. Double there, not there. Again, mixed up on words. Venom, you take over.
Yeah, a big lob now by Reese Fox though. Lily found the back of the net. Another attempt at Velocity was in the way. AL gets them into the process. More physical plays are coming out as we speak. The ball just going back and forth currently. It's open and free space. Energizer shot it into Velocity as they were rotating back. Good block, but AL with the follow-up does continue the pressure. Eugene though off the backboard takes game 1 for something.
4 overtime wins in a row. When the clock strikes 0, you don't want to be tied up with these guys, because they're almost certainly going to take the win. And that's exactly what's happened here. Something are your game 1 winners, and it was Eugene who got the dagger to take home the first game of the series.
The scoreboard is spread out evenly in the foreign side. Meanwhile, Eugene and Reese Fox has actually done most the job for something. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter because AL did quite a bit during that game. A lot of physical plays, a lot of passing attempts. So it's a bit unfortunate he only got like 344 points. But we move on. Rocket League is on fair. Game 2 right around the corner. And so far it's looking pretty good for something.
Yep, definitely. And you know, whenever these guys get to overtime, they just seem to unlock invincibility. So that's 4 wins in a row past that 0-second mark, and certainly a strong point for them. But coming into game 2, it's a chance for Foreign to reset and hopefully break the streak of sweeps on tonight's broadcast.
Indeed. Will we see it happen is the question. Foreign up against something. The kickoff goes in favor of Foreign as Energizer dropped it very hard in the corner. Velocity could not get the follow-up. AL now chasing down onto Energizer, but that's a good clear. Reese Fox now. Good touch as well. That's into the middle. Could he follow up? No. ALMS prevents it from happening as AL again couldn't really do much there. Energizer looking to pass it up for a shot, but couldn't really do much against Eugene. ALMS couldn't do much either. Oh, Murata, you know.
I thought you were still going, but yes, I am here now. Foreign trying to do something with it, but Eugene just eating up all those 50s and received the pass from Reese Fox, but the shot not on target in the end. Now Alan sent it downfield back to Eugene. Velocity infield. IL to Eugene. 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1. Alums comes out the greater, and now Velocity rushing the shot. Can't get the read either well enough. Now game's starting to break down a little bit. It's getting very, very scrappy indeed. But Someone has to make the breakthrough.
Ayer might be the one to do so. Beautiful pass into Eugen, and it is something that breaks through the scoreboard. 1-0 for the orange team as they grabs the lead in the second game.
Yep, and an incredible play, like you said, IL. The flick, perfect height, perfect placement for Eugen to smack into the back of the net. And now Reese Fox trying to make it 2, but Energizer, no boost, able to get the 50 away. Allen's beaten by that one velocity, last man getting it away. And now Energizer 1 versus 1, faking Eugen, but Reese Fox is back to it in time. And now velocity into the middle. Eugen, great first touch, using quite a lot of boost. Flip reset, can't quite get to it. IL needs to beat velocity, but can't. Now Reese Fox getting the boost, but velocity has time and space in the air. IL there to meet him, however. Now here they come downfield once again. Foreign trying to break through and get this game back on level terms, but Reese Fox had it all to do and did it well. And the shot nearly making its way in as well.
So far, so good for something, but at the moment, it's just possession being lost out to Foreign. They're keeping it close to themselves. They see each other, they pass into each other. The team's working well. The cogs are just turning smoothly, but so far, it appears that they were the ones under pressure. As a clear comes up from Energizer, looking to make a play. Riz Fox nearly got pre-jumped there on the play. Adams putting it all over to the side. Eugen couldn't do much there. That was a close one, but couldn't do much to extend the pressure as Eugen jumps over the ball. Energizer waiting for a play by Ayer, but finally could not do much after that. Elams just cuts it very short actually. Try and make a play. Eugen find Riz Fox at the side, passing it over to Ayer. That's a shot on target. No, it was a bit too wide. Energizer trying to put it up to Elams to follow up, but ends up not doing so.
Yep, and approaching the final minute, Energizer need a goal to avoid being at risk of going 2-0 down, and when that happens, the odds of you winning are not all that great, but they're still facing pressure. Usually getting the shot. Allen's big clear back to the corner. Reese Fox, good 50, still in control of the ball. Energizer jumping like a fish for that one, not able to make anything of it. Eugen sending it over to the corner, and Reese Fox with the demo. Who's gonna get there? IL gets it, and it's 2-0, and maybe that's what the series will be after this game.
Beautiful pass by Eugen, and a good finish off by Ayer as well. So far, and it's not looking too good for the side of Foreign. They were the dominant force coming into this final game, but currently it looks like they're being dominated by something. The team in this case.
The team name is just so confusing because the word something is used in so many contexts. It's, you know, it makes a lot of things confusing, but you know, we live, we move on, and they're actually about to go 2 up in this series. Eugen, IL, and Reese Fox. They're definitely doing something right, unless you know that thing is naming their team apparently.
Indeed, and the clock strikes 0, and it is over for Foreign. But again, it's yet again match point for something. The team. I just called them Team Something. Team Something are now in match point for this 4th monthly. Can you believe it? After dominating for so many series, Foreign, will they snap back?
No, backs against the wall, everything going against them. This is where the best comebacks are formed, and this could be another one, or Team Something will just flatten them Who knows? But with the way this stream has been going, I think Team Something might have a little something more to give to close out this series in 3.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 under, just around the corner actually. Very exciting stuff, because at the same time not exciting, because the whole streams has been just sweeps and sweeps upon sweeps. But bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Though it has been sweeps, the games have been interesting. We've learned a lot. So if you're a player at home wanting to be better, to get better, pay a lot of attention to this game. Pay a lot of attention to this series, because potentially for the final time of this evening, it is match point for Team Something.
Yep, game 3 underway, and just gonna see it almost immediately. Team Foreign are just gonna be throwing everything at Team Something, hoping to make something stick, and nearly go coming from Velocity, but Reese Fox able to make the stop. Now Alim's trying to force it through. Velocity's there, but Eugen is there quicker, and it nearly pinballs off of every red player on that Team Something roster, but it does not find its way in. And I think that just sort of sums up how Team Foreign must be feeling at the minute. They're trying everything they can, but nothing is working until now. But Velocity can, Engine Energizer can, nothing is finding its way into the net, and it must be frustrating. Until then.
Well, finally, Energizer is the one to strike at the gap that was left open by Team Something. Eugen was not ready for the miss by AL, but Energizer was. 1-0 for Foreign, and there's some signs of life for the team in blue.
It's something that was desperately needed, but they shouldn't get too hasty, otherwise it will see their downfall. Now they just have to play normally, hold on to that advantage, and Alim's making sure that it's a bit safer with their first of the game. And now they are 2-0 up.
Indeed, 2-0 up, and not even 2 minutes has gone past the clock yet. Is this something you should be worried about if your Team Something?
Oh yeah,
3-0
it's 3-0. Eugen just not the greatest. Don't curse it, Vino. Don't curse it.
People in chat believes it though.
Yeah, but I think it was Foreign who were 3-0 down in their series, if it was them with like the 8-minute overtime, because we saw what happened with them when the other team were 3-0 up. They choked and lost in overtime, so definitely don't want to see that happening again if you are Team Foreign or a Foreign fan. So you just gotta hope they don't get a little bit too overconfident, because just like that team as good as Team Something could turn this game around in an instant.
Big lob by Eugen. No one to follow it up, as he had to force it through yet again into the corner. Velocity over 1. Can't get it by AL, but Energizer now tried his luck. Could not get it by AL. Strong clear from Velocity, but that's straight over to the other side. Riz Fox with the miss, but Eugen regains possession for a brief moment. Energizer now looking to put it off the backboard. Could not do so. ALM's looking for a double touch. Can't get it by Riz Fox. Beautiful save. Keeps it 3-0, and the hopes are still there. Oh.
Yep, sir. Oh my. It's getting very, very close for comfort for Team Something. Now Foreign, they've been awoken. The beast has been awoken from his slumber, and now they have came to play in this game number 3, just bringing absolutely everything to Team Something. And just making their life difficult. But now, these Fox trying to strike back. Adams, big clear. Eugene versus Energizer. Energizer gets it first infield to Adams. Gonna go onto the backboard. Velocity up first. The angle is there. The shot is there. And the goal is there. It is 4-0.
Beautiful drop by Velocity, but at the same time, AL, what are you doing? Side flipping and the front post. You should have been back post there, mate. 4-0 now. 4 in. As this might turn into a 5-0. It does. ALAMS forces one through as well. 2 people on the blue side now. Potentially up for grabs for a hat-trick.
Yep, and I think there's just now a go next scenario for Team Something. You know, just think ahead. What were you doing? What is not working now? And just, you know, try to work on it. Don't stress about this game too much, because it'll just make you guys, you know, work a little bit more. Maybe start to think about this game again after Eugene absolutely peaks on foreign.
Indeed, Eugene just peaks on foreign. He did it himself straight off the backboard. The double touch into the defender. Straight into net, finally. But a little bit off topic here. A little thank you to the Rocket Baguette for stream rating us with over 200 people. So hello everyone from the Rocket Baguette. And hope you're enjoying this intense 3rd game of the Grand Finals in best of 5.
Yep, and it's certainly a match to remember. It seems Something trying to mount a comeback, but it's really not working as Team Foreign backs against the wall of being galvanized and are now starting to take full control of this series. But that passing play could change, but IL can't find the target. And now, final minute, Team Foreign advancing forward, and they'll more than likely live to fight another game.
Energizer going for a lover shot, can't really get it by RSC as Aya sends it off to the side. Can't get it by Alams, that's a shot very high, a bit too wide and smoke, could not force it through. RSC now does get a clear. Aya into the middle, Eugene with a follow-up, no one to extend the attack though. Eugene had to do it himself. That's a double touch, a bit too tight this time around, does not go through.
Yep, and I think it's safe to say Foreign have this game done and dusted now, starting their journey towards a potential reverse sweep. And what a way to introduce yourself to this series, you know, really telling the other team what you're about and how you're not going to be taking any prisoners from here on out. What a game from Team Foreign, and particularly Alam's the MVP of this match, you know, undoubtedly, as Foreign take one back.
Unexpected twist for the blue team here. You know, the mental state that they've been going through. They've lost game 1 because of 1 goal. They've lost game 2 because of 1 goal. This time around, they did not let that slide around. 5-1 win for the team in blue. Foreign are back in action. And so far, it is still not over yet. Team Something is still on match point though, let's not forget. So one small mistake from the blue side will eventually send them home. But again, it's not as bad if you lose. But the thought of missing out on the big prize does hurt a bit if that does happen.
Yep, but I think we have a bit of delay to the start of game number 4 as one of the players on Team Foreign unfortunately losing connection to the lobby, so now we're going to have to sit and chat for a little bit longer. But, you know, if you're Team Foreign, you've just won a game back and you're riding a high, what, you know, do you think you have to make any changes going forward, or, you know, will what you're doing right now suffice?
I mean, the first half of the game, they were absolutely dominant, scoring 3 goals in a matter of a few minutes and seconds was really good to see. But then the second half came around, they struggled a bit more. They only scored 2 goals, and that took them a bit longer to do. Then Eugene came out of nowhere, just peeking on them with a double touch, which of course, in terms of that, it's just they don't really need to fix much actually. For him, all they have to do is play the same, and we all go over to game number 4 now. On the other half, Team Something has a lot to change if they want to have a chance at the big prize pool.
Yeah, they still have that, you know, leg up in this series, that one game cushion, and in all honesty, after about the first minute and, you know, the overall shock of Team Foreign's electric start, they weren't all that bad. They just weren't able to find the net. And, you know, I don't think they should be too disheartened by that game. It was just a little blip. I think they still have a very great chance of walking away our victors in this series. Certainly starting off how they mean to go on in this game, starting off quick, but now Energizer trying to take it all the way himself, getting the bump, and Velocity is there, and just one counter attack is all it takes for Team Foreign to take the lead.
Energizer getting the bump on AL, which was going to rotate behind Eugen. Crucial miss on the backboard by Eugen as well, could have prevented from going further. Instead, tried to push it a bit too high. RSC now though, looking for a double touch. That's a dangerous touch by Alums, but it does work well for the team. AL leaving it for Eugen. Energizer trying to force it into the middle. Alums is there with a shot. That's a bump, and a beautiful team pinch clears it away. AL forcing it back into their own corner as Eugen. Oh, quick touch could not do much, and that was just a brilliant pass towards the opponent.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think I had any burst, not much you could do there. Just Energizer was there to capitalize on that opportunity, and now they're 2 goals to the good Foreign, picking up where they left off last game, leaving no scraps for the opposition, and really showing how dominant they can be. Nearly a third from Energizer, but not able to get past IL and net. RSC, big pinch, Velocity not able to read it. Energizer able to predict the weak shot from Eugen, and now IL can't beat Alums in the air. Here they go now, double commit though. Energizer still trying to make it work. Does get the 50, but no one there to reach it. Velocity out into the middle. Alums very quick to that one. Foreign just giving them absolutely no chance over a back pass to reset the play, and you know, maybe just knock some time off the clock, because God knows they need to burn this 3 minutes.
As we were just casually talking, Energizer shot a very strong one against the defense. Tried out their luck, could not get through it. Beautiful save to keep it 2-0. So far, looking dangerous for the team in orange, as Foreign again have seemed to found how to play dominant against this team. They've just been piling up the pressure. They've just been doing everything they can to keep the ball to themselves and do as many plays as possible. Double commit on the backboard. Alums to the middle. Energizer off the ceiling. Another double commit from the defense, and they're starting to panic. They're starting to realize they have to do something quick if they want to have a chance at closing it during this game.
Yep, and Foreign now, they just look like the much better side than, you know, their opposition in Team Something. But IL trying to say something about that, won't be able to. And now RSC, they only hope to start an attack, but Velocity able to get in the way. Alums, big 50. Now Energizer to the backboard, can't get the second touch. Alums taking their time, the shot goes high. Velocity's quickest, Velocity! And this game getting ever closer to being secured, and looking forward to Champions Field.
Champions Field is looking very likely, but let's not cut our Team Something out of the equation yet. 1 minute 43 left on the clock. RSC has the ball, looking to make a play, gets cut short by Alums as AL gets caught by Energizer. Another bump by Energizer, but that's a very dangerous touch and a miss, but AL is there with the save. Eugen playing around in front of the box, but Velocity now forcing it off. Alums leaving it for Energizer, but AL did not anticipate to go for it. This Fox couldn't really do much there either, and the ball just slowly creeping back towards the blue net, but so far merits. It's not looking good for Team Something.
Now I think panic stations are just, they're panicking really. They know they have to do something, but they don't know what and they don't know how. And Team Foreign are taking full advantage. They have a set game plan. They know what to do. And they're executing that to full effect. But last 40 or so seconds of this game number 4 before we head to the fabled Champions Field and potentially the site of a reverse sweep. But that is not won back some way, somehow. IL not able to find the net from there. And that is just, you know, summing up their luck the past 2 games, not able to buy a goal if they tried. And Team Foreign really on top now.
Indeed, as a demo comes up from Aeon on Energizer, Eugen looking for a flick that was a bit too high velocity, got a touch to clear it. Clock is ticking down and it's looking to be Champions Field. Will there be a constellation goal for Team Something? There will. Something does score. Eugen into the middle and Rizfox with the finish.
Yeah, well, it is obsolete because either way, we are heading to Champions Field, game number 5. We didn't think we'd see it after the first 2 games, but here we are. Team Foreign, Team Something, 1 game to decide our Panthera monthly victor.
Indeed, 1 game away from crowning the champions of the 4th edition of RSC Panthera monthly. And oh boy, it's been an exciting one. Personally, I did not expect Foreign to just come out this dominant yet again. They've seemed to have found their form. They tried everything in game 1. They've tried everything in game 2. And finally, it's paying off. Will the reverse sweep be completed? Or will Team Something finish what they started?
Honestly, it's anyone's guess at this point. Yours is as good as mine because I generally have no clue. I just want to sit back and just see how it goes. But my job here is to cast and, you know, bring you the action. So, coming in to game 5, it's really anyone's game at this point. Reverse sweep opportunity, or will Team Something cancel it out? We are underway. 1 more game to decide velocity. Trying to start off fast, but Reese Fox getting the save. Energizer trying to get the 50, but Team Something getting it cleared away. Reese Fox down to the corner. Brilliant touch by Energizer. Can't get past IL. And he gets it into the middle, but not real threat. And any threat that was has been averted. That shot very quick coming through from Reese Fox, but it is cleared away, and some brilliant defense to start off the game from Foreign.
Velocity still had the ball, got a touch over Ayel before getting demoed himself. A good clear, giving some breathing air for the team as Riz Fox getting harassed at the corner. Velocity trying to force it into the middle, couldn't get it by Ayel. Energizer, no touch. As Eugen having the possession, looking to make a play, flicks it over 1. Velocity with a miss, Energizer getting bombed. Eugen started off with a goal.
Well, whenever they've scored first, they've went on to win. So, if this is a sign of things to come, Team Something will be looking forward to what the rest of this game has in store. But it's game 5, you never know what's quite going to come. Team Foreign, they're going to come back out swinging with something to prove, with a chip on their shoulder after going down 1-0. But Energizer does backflip it now. Alums, good first touch, but maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Energizer going for the shot instead, but is saved by no, not Alums, Eugen. But now here is IL. Alums now popping up onto the backboard, getting the second touch. Is anyone there? Energizer off the post. Velocity send it back into the corner. The 50-50 is good, but can't get past the second defender. Here come Team Foreign. They're searching for the goal, but I don't think they're going to be able to find it.
Yeah, they're not going to be finding it, but they're gonna keep on trying. The pressure is still on, and the possession is still theirs. As Velocity pops it over Eugen. Looking to get up by RSC, but couldn't do so. Never the Energizer, but Adams up to Energizer into the middle. No one's there. Velocity shot a bit too wide. Aya now looking to make a block on Energizer, but couldn't do so either. RSC forced to put it into the side. Eugen. Good clear, but Adam sends it back into the corner. Energizer looking for a teammate to pass, but missed out on the opportunity of hitting the ball instead. That's straight to the middle. Adams is there, a bit too wide.
Yep, and we're already halfway through this game, number 5. Still that 1 goal gap all that separates these two teams. Now, Velocity trying to go solo, little boost to his name, but getting it past 1. No more progress made, and Energizer sitting to the corner. RSC is there. Adams able to cut out and get it as well. And just like that, this game's all square.
Loves a beautiful flip into the ball, did the job over the defender of AL, and it is all equalized with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. It is anyone's game. It's been closer and tighter than ever. The pressure's on for both teams here. Eugen a bit too high on the backboard. RSC as well, tried to drop it down, but Alums was there. AL this time around looking to force it up. Flip reset, can't get the final touch. Energizer though does force it through into the middle. Alums is there, but could not drop it down. Velocity, a second attempt, can't do it either. Oh no!
Energy finding the goal to give them the lead, and definitely against the run of play here. The whole team, team got tangled up in themselves, and Eugen was left to salvage something but was unable to. And now reverse sweep incoming, question mark. So they've still got 90 seconds to hold on, but I'm going to say it now, I fancy their chances.
Indeed, and there was a team bump in the corner there by Team Something, but that did not bring down any morals within the team. Aya straight up to the middle. RSC high up, forcing it above Velocity. All equalized yet again, and everyone's on their feet. Everyone's on the edge of their seats, because this grand finals has only gotten trickier.
Yep, and I'll claim my bad on that one. You know, I was bigging them up, and then they go on to concede. So I'll take it as a caster curse. I'll apologise, but they won't need it as Energizer. Goes straight back down the other end just seconds later, and gives Team 4 in the lead.
He does it all himself. A beautiful 50. Well, matter of fact, that was just a dunk, a full-on nasty dunk over both defenders. Straight into the net. 1 minute, 8 seconds left on the clock of the kickoff. It's in favor for Team Foreign as Aya shoots it off to the corner. Eugen passing it into Velocity. That's not something you want to do. That nearly costed them daily as Energizer couldn't really put it behind Eugen. A beautiful air dribble, just blocked up by Velocity. Another attempt. No, Eugen back flipping it to the ball. Adams looking to put it into the middle. Velocity open things up in the corner as well. Eugen getting bumped. Velocity with the save, keeping the lead for the team. 30 seconds remain. RSC will equalize, and it is yet again tied.
Well, you just could not ask for a better game 5 to finish off the evening. It's goals galore, and that's what we love about this game. 6 goals, 27 seconds left, 3 apiece. Which way is it gonna go? Only time will tell. AL trying to influence fate, going in field. RSC
no way.
Could this be it?
The tables have turned. AL, beautiful pass. RSC was ready, slotting it behind Alums. 21 seconds left on the clock. Could this be it? Team Something are just moments away from being crowned champions unless Team Foreign has something to say about it. For Rizfox, pop up the AL. A beautiful attempt but could not force it through. 10 seconds remain on the clock. Energizer keeping it alive, putting it up into velocity. Rizfox into the side, trying to extend it into the corner. Energizer getting blocked up by Eugen. Alams tries to extend it. The ball drops as Team Somethings finishes off what they started. They are crowned the RSC Panthera Monthly 4th edition champions.
The reverse sweep was inches from coming a reality, but something, they finished off what they had started. 2 up. They dropped 2 games, like, okay, this is it. And they clutch up when they need to most. And they are your RSC EU Panthera Monthly number 4 champions.
What an evening it has been, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Team Something for finally getting the crown. They could have swept Foreign. That's the crazy thought. But this is the final bracket of what just happened tonight.
Yep, and just looking at all the teams, 57 in total, and only one will come out victorious. And that, of course, was something, and it was a very close, very, very close series indeed. You know, the reverse sweep came so close to becoming a reality, but one goal was all that separated the 2 teams from, victory. Something will take away €150 to split amongst themselves. You know, Foreign, they came so close, but they will still pick up €50, and it's not a bad haul in my opinion.
Indeed, and 150 in the bag for Something and 50 for Foreign. Congratulations to both of them. They played absolutely out of their minds during this whole event. And before we head off, Merits, do you have anything else you want to add on?
Well, just thank you to everyone who competed this evening, you know, and just thank you to everyone who watched as well. Thank you to Rocky Baguette especially for the 200+ viewer raid. We appreciate it very dearly. And you know, before I go, thank you to all the sponsors. You can see above my head, row 1, Brick and Brack, Synthesize Design, Panthera Esports also funded this tournament themselves. Badass Studios, Gamers Apparel, and I believe the last one, Overst Events as well. I can't remember the last one. It's such a pain, but maybe you can help me out, Ben.
Perhaps I will try to see what that is. But from my side of the casting booth, I really enjoyed just casting with you, Merits. Thank you all for tuning in, though, as that concludes the 4th edition of the RSC Monthly. And from RSC, myself, Merits, and Source, we all wish you a great evening and good night, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you all later.
The storm that meets the moon, I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you
My image has been confident. What you're trying to make it look like something new for? I'm always confident. You're being extremely succulent. Whatever succulent mean, if that's good, I'm there.